Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen. I'm a physical therapist and personal trainer, and I'm going to be talking to you today about how we can convince both of these professionals to use the NASM OPT model. One of my reasons for even starting this degree was to make sure that I had the knowledge base from that personal training fitness professional aspect to make sure that I can speak both the language of a fitness professional as well as a physical therapist to help get that working relationship together for the benefit of our clients. Now, one of the reasons I really like NASM's model is that it really emphasizes the neuromuscular component. So this really works well for athletes who are either coming back from an injury or are at risk for an injury because of muscular imbalances, flexibility issues, balance issues, whatever it is. You can progress each individual throughout their phases. One might be going a little slower, one might be going a little bit faster through these models. But it really emphasizes and makes sure that each athlete is mastering each phase before moving on. Now, rebuttal number one that you might encounter is that progression is already addressed in other models. So why is the OPT model even needed if that's already there? And to that, I would say that, first of all, it addresses the neuromuscular component much more than other models or progression models do. And it really makes sure that you're addressing each component of that athlete in that phased manner. So you're incorporating that core training, going through each phase, balance training through each phase, and by doing that you're really going to create a very powerful athlete. Now, rebuttal two that you might encounter is that they think that their progression model or their training model that they use is superior to the OPT model, and they don't want to change what they're doing because they're seeing good results. And to that I would say that you're not asking for an overhaul of training or to completely change what's being done, but maybe in small ways you can incorporate this for the better of your athletes. For a lot of these fitness and health professionals, they're really going to want to see the evidence. Has it been shown that this kind of training really does help athletes that are similar to the ones I work with? Now, there's plenty of research out there on this, and we're just going to talk about two that address two very different types of athletes. Now, the first one I found looks at young female basketball players. They had the experimental group go through neuromuscular training through a progression for twice a week, 30-minute sessions over 8 weeks. And this was headed up by an exercise specialist who monitored and progressed each athlete when necessary from the lower volume to the higher volume and from the stable to unstable. While the control group did dynamic stretching, aerobic exercise, and regular drills prior to the practice sessions. Now, at the end of this 8-week period, they did find that the experimental group was able to demonstrate a greater reach on that wide balance test. In conclusion, we know that NASM's OPT model is very beneficial because of its high emphasis on that neuromuscular control, and it's easy to use, simple way to really make sure an athlete is progressing through each phase based on each component of fitness. Now, we learned how this is going to help that coach. This is going to be another tool for their toolbox to help them really individualize things for certain athletes who need help in certain areas and really maximize that athlete's potential. And this is going to really help physical therapists to make sure that they're properly progressing and properly loading their patient to return them back to their trainer or their coach to make sure they don't get re-injured or prevent any other injuries from occurring. And we also learned how this is going to help create that working relationship, not only for the benefit of that PT or that coach, but for the benefit of that athlete and further athletes to come. Now, I hope you appreciated this video on how to approach these physical therapists or fitness professionals on incorporating the NASM's OPT model into their current practice, and I hope you got something out of it. Thank you for your time.